right, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It is going to be another warm day, but maybe we can call it warm instead of hot, and maybe not as humid. Maybe you felt that a little bit yesterday. Not as icky sticky. We had a few clouds. Temperatures did stay in the 80s yesterday, so we took those little steps back towards spring. It was still feeling a little summer-like, and we've got some summer-like temperatures out there this morning. Going to have some more out there tomorrow morning with numbers near 70. They should be back in the upper 50s. I don't see a lot of clouds around here just yet. We will be watching some energy way off to the north and west. Going to hear a bunch about some big storms across the middle of the country, but that's where all those are going to be for the next couple of days. It's 69 degrees at the Tallahassee Airport, warm for the last day of April. In Thomasville and Valdosta, we're at 64, also warm for the last day of April. Those dew point numbers are a little closer to 60. I think the air temperatures can get a little bit lower between now and like 7:30, 7:45 when we get to the coolest part of the day before things do start to warm up. Check out Camilla and Bainbridge and in Liberty County where it's 70 this morning. The cool spots, Homerville now at 59, Live Oak at 61. We should be seeing more numbers like that in more places, but a lot of us are in those middle and upper 60s. There's not much of a breeze. If we do have one, it'll be coming in from the east or even southeast. Visibility numbers are all doing pretty well this morning. The air itself just a smidge drier, so I don't expect as much fog, and I don't expect as much of that icky, sticky summer-like feel that we had maybe back on Sunday and Monday. Now you can see all these warning boxes through parts of North Texas and Oklahoma. Big weather where we've got warm air and cold air colliding and we get some of those explosive storms. This system will be moving east over the next couple of days, mostly staying well to our north, so all the threat for dangerous weather is going to stay way up there. We'll have high pressure anchored off the Atlantic coast, promoting more of this drier air and slightly less warm air. It's still going to be upper 80s kind of warm, and there's still going to be enough moisture around where you notice it, but not as much as we had back on Sunday and on Monday and even on Tuesday. And I think all that leads to fewer showers in our part of the southeast. Now, as that next system advances, maybe it will be able to trigger some showers. I think it's going to have a little trouble getting all the way through here, and then we'll have to see if some energy ends up getting cut off from the main system. Usually when that happens, that's when you end up with one of those prolonged periods of unsettled. So we'll watch and we'll see if that's how our longer range forecast eventually plays out. In the short term, our futurecast is not going to really have all that much to show us. If there's going to be some showers today, it's going to be in our westernmost areas. I think today, tomorrow, Friday, the rain chances stay pretty low. As we get into the weekend, now that boundary starts to get a little bit closer, and maybe it starts to squeeze the air a little bit better by the time we get to like Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and then we'll start to put some rain chances back in the mix, and I think that'll linger into Sunday. So I do see some opportunities to get some much needed rain, maybe by Sunday, and then we'll have to see how things play out after that. It's starting to look a little bit more like next week could be a little unsettled. Got lots of time between now and then to fine-tune those details for you. On the Gulf today, winds start east, end up southeast, 8 to 16. We'll call that a little bit breezy. 60s and 70s, partly cloudy and warm. I think this afternoon we'll keep it partly cloudy. Top temperatures can get to the upper 80s. I'm hoping we don't get to 90. Lots of sunshine, dry air, sure, 90s in play, but not going to be the same kind of hot, humid combo that we had back on Sunday and Monday. And notice the rain chances staying real low. We'll call it partly cloudy tonight, still warm, way up in the 60s. This time of year, normal daytime highs are only supposed to be 84, but the normal overnight temperatures are supposed to be 58. I don't see a lot of 50s until maybe early next week when that unsettled gets here, if that unsettled gets here. I would say the Monday, Tuesday part of the forecast is still a little bit up in the air. At this point, the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is looking pretty nice, especially for this time of year, just a little on the warm side. And if you are looking for some rain chances, it feels like late Saturday and Sunday, those are going to be our best shots, but we'll see how it all plays out.